reptile brain take over. You're a primitive hunter 200,000 years ago. 3 days without food, energy depleted, vision blurring, suddenly a fallen animal. Fat, protein, dense calories. Your body doesn't think, it acts, seizes the resource, runs. This wasn't a choice. This was survival code written into your brainstem. Now it's 2025. You're tired, stressed, overwhelmed. You drive past the golden arches. That smell of frying oil hits your nostrils. The sizzle echoes. Your heart races. Your hands grip the wheel tighter. That ancient voice from deep in your reptile brain screams, calorie-dense, fast energy, grab it now. Your reptile brain cannot distinguish between a woolly mammoth and a Big Mac. To your amygdala, the ancient alarm system, both equal survival. Your reptile brain just hijacked you. Here's the neuroscience of why. Part 1. Reptile brain response, the genetic code of appetite. For 200,000 years, your genetic lineage developed an urgent caloric system. Food was scarce. When your ancestors found it, they ate everything, stored body fat, because they never knew when they'd eat again. This genetic code is still active in your reptile brain right now. And fast food? It's neurobiologically hacked to activate every single ancient survival circuit. The triple threat formula, fat plus salt plus sugar, equals neurological hijack. Fat, maximum caloric density. Gram for gram, fat packs more than twice the energy of protein or carbohydrates. For an ancestor facing brutal winter with no food in sight, storing body fat was the single best survival strategy. Salt, signal of electrolytes, a primitive mineral necessity that kept your ancestors' nervous systems functioning. Sugar, pure glucose, immediate energy that floods your bloodstream. Your reptile brain reads, "We survived. Danger past." Combined, this trinity creates a neurochemical pleasure bomb. Your amygdala, the part of your reptile brain that detects threats and rewards, lights up like a Christmas tree. Dopamine floods your reward circuits. The same neurochemical released for survival-critical behaviors. The 0.03-second hijack. Here's what happens in your brain when you smell fast food. Your amygdala activates in 0.03 seconds, faster than conscious awareness. Your prefrontal cortex, your smart brain, hasn't even received the signal yet. The amygdala sends an immediate command: seize this resource. Your mouth waters, heart rate increases, pupils dilate. Your smart brain goes temporarily offline. When the reptile brain thinks survival is at stake, higher cognition is metabolically expensive and gets deactivated. The speed factor. Fast food is pre-processed, pre-digested. Your body absorbs it rapidly. Glucose spikes. Your reptile brain registers. Survival secured. This speed of absorption triggers an immediate dopamine hit that natural whole food simply cannot match. Sensory warfare, red and yellow colors trigger urgency. The smell intensifies craving before you even taste it. Bright packaging simulates movement. Every element is engineered to bypass your smart brain and speak directly to your 200,000-year-old amygdala. Studies show that the amygdala is preferentially activated by novel flavors at every stage of learning. When you're eating, when you're feeling the effects later, and when you retrieve that memory days afterward. Your reptile brain isn't just remembering the food, it's actively urging you to pursue it. Part 2. Reptile brain spiral, the self-medication loop. Here's what happens neurologically when your reptile brain takes control. You eat fast food. Dopamine floods your reward circuits. Glucose crashes rapidly. You feel worse than before. Your reptile brain screams, "I need more fast food." Repeat, this isn't weakness. This is your amygdala trying to regulate discomfort using the only toolkit it has. Immediate dopamine hits. The dopamine dependency. Frequent consumption of high sugar and fat foods produces changes in brain dopamine signaling. This results in abnormally sustained reward system stimulation. A high sugar and fat content in some foods can act like drugs, causing compulsive eating and loss of control. Your reptile brain doesn't care about long-term consequences. It cares about right now. When you're lonely, stressed, tired, rejected, your amygdala seeks quick relief. Fast food provides instant dopamine. Your reptile brain encodes this. Problem solved. Except the problem isn't solved. The emptiness returns. The stress returns. And your reptile brain, now trained, says, "Last time we ate that, we felt better. Do it again." Research shows that mice with amygdala neurons activated will eat fatty or sugary foods even when they're not hungry. This isn't about hunger. This is about your reptile brain trying to regulate your internal state using external food. The memory trap memories of calorie-dense foods are encoded in your brain with their sensory and emotional attributes. When you walk past a fast food restaurant, this internal record triggers, igniting cravings even when you're not hungry. The amygdala is unique in being preferentially activated by these food memories across every stage: consumption, delayed effects, and memory retrieval. Your reptile brain tagged that Big Mac as survival critical. Now, every time you smell it, see the logo, or even think about it, your amygdala reactivates. This is one-shot learning. A single experience creates lasting memories. Your reptile brain is doing exactly what evolution designed it to do. The problem is, it's running ancient code in a modern world. Quick question, when did your reptile brain last hijack you with a fast food craving? Was it stress? Loneliness? Just driving past the Golden Arches? Drop it in the comments. No judgment, just the science. Let's see which triggers hit this community hardest. Part 3. Smart Brain. Override your smart brain. Your prefrontal cortex can intervene, but it needs time and activation. Here are 3 science-backed strategies. Strategy 1. The Diagnostic Question. Activates prefrontal cortex. Before you act on a reptile brain urge, ask yourself, is my reptile brain reacting to true hunger, or am I trying to regulate an uncomfortable feeling? This single question activates your dorsolateral prefrontal cortex, the part of your smart brain that regulates cravings. When individuals are instructed to reappraise their cravings for food, increased activity in the prefrontal cortex is regularly observed. By asking, you're giving your smart brain the few seconds it needs to catch up to your reptile brain's 0.03 second activation. Strategy 2. Friction barriers. Slows down. Reptile brain's speed advantage. Your reptile brain has a 0.03 second head start. You can't outthink it in the moment, but you can slow it down. Delete saved payment info from delivery apps. Take a different route home that doesn't pass fast food chains. Create a 48-hour waiting list. If I still want this in 48 hours, I'll get it. These aren't willpower strategies. These are physics and neuroscience. Friction adds time. Time is what your smart brain needs to activate. regulating food cravings relies heavily on the prefrontal cortex, but only when it has time to engage. Strategy 3. Redirect dopamine. Train reptile brain toward sustainable rewards. Your reptile brain doesn't care where dopamine comes from. It just wants the hit. Exercise releases dopamine. Completing a task releases dopamine. Real connection releases dopamine. Creating something releases dopamine. All of these trigger the same reward circuitry that fast food does. Your reptile brain wants calorie-dense food? Give it real density. Avocados, nuts, eggs, dark chocolate. These provide lasting satiety without the glucose crash. Your reptile brain wants speed? Create healthy fast food, meal prep on Sunday, protein-rich snacks ready to grab, beverages that satisfy. You're not fighting your reptile brain. You're redirecting it to work for you instead of against you. Integration and closing. The integrated truth. Your reptile brain doesn't want fast food. It wants dense energy and safety. Real food provides this better. Your smart brain doesn't want to suppress your reptile brain. It wants to guide it toward sustainable rewards that actually solve the underlying need. When your amygdala and your prefrontal cortex work together, reptile brain vigilance plus smart brain wisdom, you're unstoppable. Fast food isn't the problem, it's the symptom. Are you eating because you're hungry, because you're trying to regulate stress, or because your reptile brain encoded that food as survival critical? Solve the root, not the meal. Your brain isn't broken. It's running ancient survival software in a 2025 world. The solution isn't willpower. It's understanding which brain is driving and activating the smart brain to steer. Your reptile brain brought you here today. Now, give your smart brain a moment. Subscribe to Reptile Mind 101 to master your mind one video at a time. Hit like if your smart brain just gained a new tool. Ring that bell so your reptile brain gets notified the second we drop the next breakdown. You're not broken, you're evolved. See you next time.